Hi Taurus, welcome into yet again another general weekly reading for you. Wow, I said that really quickly. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. Let's jump right into the elemental oracle and pull an overall energy right from the middle. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of speaking. They're showing me the image, an image of the speaking your word card from this deck. But this is going to be the overall energy, but it's a week where you will be gaining significant clarity, helping you see the way forward more clearly. So I really feel it's a week of significant illumination. You may as well be a source of clarity for other people. Let's pull one more. Ooh, I don't know how to say this word, I never have, but the rain card. I really feel like this is a week where there's a lot of positive rewards and benefits otherwise raining on in for you. You can't help but feel like things are simply going to work out. And I feel being drawn to this reading, even if you haven't previous to this week at certain points or in general felt that way, the feeling is going to randomly come to be, or just for those who have been feeling that to an extent, it's going to increase and you're going to be creating even more prosperity within your world. There's a sense of you having an idea, for a lot drawn to this specific video reading. You have an idea, a creative one that's going to bring you more financial intake, is going to help you succeed more. You need to act upon it. It may simply be the week for you, but feel it out intuitively, where it's just going to come to be quite easily, and it will be the divine timing for you to jump on into it. I feel, I heard head first. For some drawn to the reading, this is talking about you starting up a new online platform, and just for, I want to say specifically somebody getting on and talking, all right? And whatever ends up coming out, I feel it will be, at least be partially, if not fully, spiritually induced, connected, spoken through for some. Yeah, just get on and talk, you know what I mean? It may be as well expansion for your business, or yeah, I don't know why I was getting that specifically, but you need to be embracing that idea and utilizing it to your advantage. I want to say that you're going to be getting to know somebody that you don't expect to in this upcoming week. And I want to say as well, somebody specifically that's at work. It could be through a social media account once again. Let's pull some tarot. Let it rain on in, and you need to evaluate in a simplistic, productive manner why you're feeling overly stern and serious in certain moments. It could be the energy in that situation, or that you're holding on to for my empaths. But I wouldn't be surprised if you are just feeling maybe burnt out at certain points, just not really finding the need to smile and, say you're alone or something of the sort, why force it? But then Spirit's saying, well, why not try to switch it up and watch some funny content online, or revisit a goofy moment or two on your phone, your camera roll, or social media, between you and someone else, if not multiple other people. Anyways, you get the point. The Empress card. I really feel as if, Spirit may come through and tell you a joke at certain points, or one point in particular, something else like that, in order to cheer you up or just lighten the mood. But I really feel like you, again, going back to the rain card, it's very much coinciding, because she kind of has like a very pregnant energy, if you can even see it in this lighting. I really feel like when you make eye contact, I'm getting randomly throughout the week with certain people, you're on point, it's beneficial, it's making a very powerful connection statement coming to be, it's communicating in of itself. But then when you choose not to, when you really feel kind of off in regards to connecting eye-wise with somebody or certain people, that's also purposeful. I feel like it's spiritual protection. At times you don't need to be, and you maybe shouldn't even be looking into the gateway to other people's soul, especially if there's someone dark in energy in your midst. Anyways, I feel as if there's, again, certain levels of birthing, or getting ready to give birth to the new. There's also reflecting in certain moments throughout the week on what you've recently given birth to, regardless of what that was for you and is for you. They're saying, look at the benefits at hand. Imagine if what had to end to make room for what's at hand that you're reflecting upon. Imagine if that never ended, and it's like, I get that at a certain point, or certain points, you feared the lack of a replacement option, or that coming to an end, or the transition, or regardless of what you feared or worried about, or anyways, they're saying everything's happening for a reason. There's purpose written all over your week and your path as a whole. But I really sense that there are certain points where you're going to need to, in a very small way or two, celebrate. It doesn't mean you go and choose to overconsume or over exude even, but in a peaceful way, without even physically doing it, patting yourself on the back and, giving yourself another reason to smile, congratulating yourself for not giving up and for making the right choices. But I do sense that you're going to as well, on another note, be pushed to think about what you're choosing to wear, accessory-wise, definitely clothing-wise. I feel the coloring of your clothing and whatnot is very significant, because the colors that you're drawn to look at, to associate with, to wear, to utilize to decorate, or to design something, it's speaking upon what you're going through internally, and maybe even as well a continuing shift that you've been going through and are going through at this time throughout the week. But I really also feel spirits coming through with angel numbers, symbols, synchronicities to say, we are here to support you. The possibilities are endless. You're protected, you're guided, and there's no need to fret. Trust your intuition or you will regret it. Wow. Didn't expect that last one. The Two of Swords, because I sense that it is a week where certain levels of clarity are coming through because you don't see it all. And I feel like you partially or fully do want to see more of what lies ahead. You're going to be feeling randomly at certain points. You may be in the midst of a conversation or someone standing near you and their energy is just so rough, whether they're a good person or not. I just heard and or not. Some people embody both. But they're going to randomly feel like moving away from you physically move away from you, stepping towards whatever else is coming to mind or distracting them, or needs to get done, and spirit's really at work saying, please get away from them. So in the midst of a week where spirit is protecting your energy in certain ways like that, you need to be protecting your own energy. Please remember to cleanse. Please remember to disassociate, avoid, step away as well when you feel off, when you feel affected, when you see somebody or something's energy in that area or whatnot sort of, if not fully shift negatively. You know what I mean? The Nine of Swords, I feel for some, this is more talking about stress from the past. And how you're dealing with a lot less, if not none of which throughout the week. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are certain Tauruses drawn to this reading where there are inevitably some stresses you have to deal with, say through that job, or maybe financially. It could be, somebody, if not a couple of different people in your life. It could be your spirituality, energy affecting you. But all the meanwhile, my friend, I really feel the stars are aligning for you. If you look at all the stars shimmering in the night sky above her. And so we may push you to look at the night sky, maybe notice Mother Nature during the day is what I'm getting as well. You could be pushed to connect with, notice the beauty of the moon, at a certain point or two. It's all to put things back into perspective for you, to give you a sense of comfort and, a reality check is what I'm hearing, because at times, let's be real, I feel this collective makes certain small stresses bigger in their mind, their awareness and expectations playing into it, when they're saying you will end up manifesting more of which, okay, or just a kind of a snowball and growing of whatever that was for you in the moment or was in the past. But when you feel a lack of strength, you know what works best for you to regain that strength, maybe to create a new version of which, or different levels of which. But there are going to be also moments throughout the week where you're feeling ultra strong, more alive, hopping out of bed, ready to go work out or just conquer the day, the week, and whatever needs to be accomplished, or you choose to, what you want to get done or be one with to experience. And they're saying, I love this for you. Strut your stuff, Taurus. You've been through a lot. Sorry, I just want to see where we are time-wise. Okay, nearly 10 minutes. I really feel the speed in which you get things done is appropriate. Don't let anybody or the energy expectations even in a situation convince you otherwise or change your approach, because it feels like there is sort of I'll put a pep in my step if need be, right, to, get things done quicker. But as well, I feel for the most part, there's a pacing that you're applying and utilizing. You're maybe even doing things really slowly at certain points, adapting to how you're feeling. Maybe even, knowing that when you've rushed in the past, it just made things worse or messed things up. And so they're saying your speed is on point. But as well, I feel if you are somebody who speaks really quickly, you're slowing down your speech at certain points and being more methodical in that sense, or not. It's like spirit isn't rushing whatever is being spit out, communicated and digested all the meanwhile. But if it's reversed more so, where you're a really slow talker, there may be a little bit of a faster communication coming through at certain points, because I feel like there's a spirit that's a bit impatient. Anyways, the Wheel of Fortune, because I feel it's a week, my friend, where things are panning out. The wheel is turning in your favor. You're seeing results and benefits once again raining on in. Okay. The fruits of your labor is now what I'm getting, being drawn to this banana imagery. Now, I really do feel as if you're a desirable energy being drawn to this reading. And it's as if it's like, why do people feel the need to pay attention to me more so in that moment when I'm feeling off in energy, or I'm feeling spiritually affected negatively, or I'm just not really in the mood to be noticed? But then when I am in the mood to be noticed, where are you? Why aren't you looking at me, right? In spirit saying, trust and believe that there are times when you're feeling certain levels of energy, being off for you. You're feeling off in whatnot, but it's not being perceived that way. It's not coming off that way. Absolutely reminds me of me at times being so affected by energy on different levels when doing these readings. And I feel like the messages are coming through in one, if not multiple, negative ways, or I'm being presented in negative ways, or one in particular. And then I rewatch the reading. It's like, wow, that was just how I was feeling. Okay. It actually came out pretty damn good. And maybe even at a certain point added more purpose to the reading than I could even begin to imagine in the moment. So there's something about that for you. The Seven of Cups. Ooh, the High Priestess. I feel you have a lot coming through spiritually once again. And I do sense that there's a spiritual bucket list for somebody that's going to be created. You may be pushed to as well write things down left and right because of all the messages coming through, because of all that you have to, you remember or realize for the first time have to create, accomplish, migrate towards in the near future, even if it's not throughout this week. But I do sense there's a lot on your mind, a lot going on for you. People perceive you as somebody who has less going on at times than you actually do, but it's your selective sharing. It's your capability is the word coming through. It's your strengthened, mastered ability to handle what's at hand without giving off a sense of struggle or overwhelming energy. You know what I mean? It's like you put on this, I want to say, brave face, and you handle it well. Let's just put it that way. All right. And so people think you have a more simplistic life than you do. But then there are points where you feel your life is simplistic because it needs to be in the moment for a sense of healing, or just less drama, less difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for a moment where you are meant to be more so processing and figuring something out. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is a moment where clarity does end up coming in and things feel more illuminated to an extent moving forward. But I also feel like it's going to be a very intuitive week, if we didn't say that already. And so as well, intuitive hits are coming through. I mean, reiterating why spirit is coming through and saying you may simply be guided to or need to write things down. Because even if you have superb memory, that's a lot for you to expect yourself to remember in certain moments where even though you do remember it, or you may need to just be pushed to look in the notebook or on the piece of paper or in your phone if you're typing it, and to just redigest and remember that message instead of having to go through the motions of remembering. You know what I mean? But moving on to the Eight of Cups, there's something about you not having to do what's right for you as far as leaving something behind throughout the week because it's meant to last. There's also a focus on endings from the past. The spiritual meaning of a fly is what I'm getting. Let's wrap up this random reading by saying this is a week where the prosperity is raining on in, my friend. The wheel's turning in your favor and things are changing once again for the better. All right? So this was truly helpful. I'm as always sending you a ton of love and light. Until the next time we speak.